Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to dig into a really simple story, just a daily walk to school that actually reveals something huge about how our world works. It's a tale about what happens when the systems we totally take for granted suddenly stop.
So let's just start with this question. Really think about it for a second. We follow a million little rules every single day, mostly without even noticing. But what happens in that one moment when the system just breaks down? Okay, so our story kicks off with a totally predictable routine. And this is where we meet our main character, living in his very, very normal world.
So let's meet Kevin. He's an international student living in a huge, busy city. And every single day, like clockwork, he takes the same walk to school. And every day, he faces the exact same obstacle, this massive, chaotic road crossing. You get the picture, right? Total, everyday routine.
And Kevin's world, just like ours, runs on these super simple, universally understood rules. Red light means stop, green light means go. It's this clear, reliable system that honestly keeps total chaos from breaking out and lets thousands of us move around safely.
But what happens when that simple, reliable system just stops working? Well, this is exactly where our predictable little morning walk takes a very, very unpredictable turn.
And then, bam! It happens. The one thing that's not supposed to happen. The light just stays red. The automatic, predictable rhythm of the whole intersection just comes to a grinding halt.
Now, 2 minutes. It doesn't sound like a lot of time, right? But at a crazy busy intersection, believe me, it feels like an eternity. Cars are backed up, people are starting to pile up on the sidewalk. That unspoken agreement we all have is starting to fade into just confusion.
And you can just feel that tension start to bubble up. The first little cracks appear when people start muttering their thoughts out loud. This is slow. This system just isn't doing its job anymore.
And then the focus shifts. It goes from a shared problem, the light is broken, to a bunch of individual problems. I am late. All of a sudden, the collective goal of getting across the street safely is now competing with everyone's personal deadlines. And this is that dangerous moment where a broken system can push people to make some really bad choices.
So Kevin's stuck, right? He's got this rule baked into his brain. Red means stop. But then there's this new, powerful instinct. Just follow the herd. He's desperately looking for a new instruction because the old one just failed him.
But just as it seems like the crowd is about to make up its own chaotic rules, the system reveals, well, it has a backup plan, a failsafe.
And just like that, an officer steps into the middle of the intersection. With just a few hand gestures, they bring order back from the brink of chaos. See, this isn't a replacement for the system. This person is the system. They're just the next layer of it.
And just listen to that command. It's clear, it's direct, it has authority. The officer is replacing the automated rule of the traffic light with a human-directed one. The source of the instruction changed, yeah, but the principle, follow a central command, that stays the same.
And this simple action, this is where we get to the real heart of the story. The officer's presence shows us exactly why the system didn't truly break. It's all about what we can call the logic of layers.
So here's the crucial insight. What looks like a single, simple system is actually a multi-layered one designed to be resilient. It's not just about one traffic light. It's a whole set of protocols designed to handle failure and keep things moving.
So you've got this clear hierarchy, right? Rule number 1 is easy. Obey the machine. But, and this is the important part, if that machine fails, the whole thing doesn't just collapse into anarchy. Nope. Rule number 2 immediately kicks in. Obey the human authority. It's a system with a plan B built right in.
And this is that aha moment for Kevin. He realizes the system wasn't broken at all. It was just switching gears. What felt like chaos was actually just the system shifting smoothly from its primary rule to its backup rule. It's designed to bend, not break.
All right, let's pull back from the street corner for a second and think about the bigger idea here. Because it points to a fundamental trade-off we all make, every single day, usually without even realizing it.
So later on, Kevin's thinking about this. Imagine if everyone at that corner just did their own thing. What's the outcome? Danger, for sure. Anxiety, tons of it. And almost certainly accidents. But what happens when everyone agrees to follow the coordinated system? You get safety, you get ease, and you get predictability.
And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. We tend to think of rules as things that restrict our freedom. But in a complex system like a city, the rules are the very things that create freedom. The freedom to move around safely.
They're not about restriction. They're a tool for mass coordination.
So, what is this coordination thing, really? Well, it's this powerful, often invisible principle that lets huge groups of total strangers achieve a common goal. Like, say, getting across town, safely and efficiently, all because we agree to follow the same set of rules.
And that leaves us with one final thought. The traffic light is pretty obvious, right? But what about all the other invisible systems we rely on? Think about it. The way we stand in line at a coffee shop, the language you're speaking right now, the money we use. Our world is built on these layers of rules. What happens when you start to see them everywhere?